Bloody Frozen X-Blade here, and today, as you can see, I am doing a quickscoping guide for Black Ops 3. Today in this video I'm going to go over if you can quickscope or not, and if so, what's the best way to do it, what classes do you want to use, what perks, what specialists, and some of the fundamentals to doing this. Before I start the video, guys, I would really appreciate it if you would take 1 second to go down there and slap the like button. I really appreciate the support. And yeah, that's it. I guess we will go right on to the video. So, the first question that we impose is quickscoping possible in Black Ops 3? When the beta came out, there weren't many quickscoping videos, and some debates have sparked online about whether it was possible. However, when the game came out, it was indeed pretty clear that quickscoping is possible in Black Ops 3. It's just a little bit harder than previous games. I'll go into why that is a little bit later. So, with quickscoping, the obvious thing to start off with is to decide which guns are the best for quickscoping. So we're going to go over all 4 of the sniper rifles and decide which one we want to use. Okay guys, so we are going to start off with our first sniper rifle, the Locust. This sniper rifle is a bolt-action sniper rifle, and it one-hit kills from the waist up. It has a very nice magazine of 10 and a pretty decent fire rate for a bolt-action sniper. However, its damage isn't the best, and you will get a few hit markers with it. Next up is the Draken. This is a semi-automatic sniper rifle, and it delivers one-hit kills to the head, I believe. It has a really good fire rate and actually not that much recoil, but its mobility and aim in time isn't that good. Next up is kind of a strange sniper rifle that we've never seen in any COD before, and that is the P06. This is a charge burst sniper rifle. You hold down the trigger for a little while, and then it will fire 3 rounds out of it. So this is kind of an interesting sniper rifle. And if you hit all 3 shots, I believe it can kill you no matter where they hit, as long as you hit all 3, which is pretty nice. And the last sniper you unlock is the SVG-100. This is a very heavy, high-damage, bolt-action sniper rifle. It delivers one-hit kills from the waist up, and it has an okay magazine size of 6. So, which gun is the best for quickscoping? The gun you're going to want to use for quickscoping is indeed the Locust, and here's why. First of all, the Draken and the P06, you can't really quickscope with them because of their special conditions, their bursts and semi-auto. And the SVG is just too heavy, like you can't run around with it much, it takes a while to ADS, and even though the extra damage is very good, it's just super hard to quickscope with. So, we're going to use the Locust because it has a very high magazine size, it has a comfortable scope with a low level of zoom, and it has good mobility statistics. So now we're going to go into what kind of class you're going to run with the Locust. This is my recommended setup, but you can tweak it if you want to. Okay guys, so here we are with the class setup. As you can see here, we start off with the base Locust. This is the first sniper rifle you unlock. And I like to run fast mags because you can reload faster, FMJ because I like to wallbang, and rapid fire so you can fire faster. I really like how rapid fire is in this game. It's just really cool. So yeah, you are going to have to run primary gunfighter, and you can run optics if you want, like thermal sight isn't awful. And I'm just gonna put a cool camo on this quick because I like the camos in this game. Like this battle camo, sick. Next I like to run a secondary. You can use any of these secondaries. You can even use a launcher if you're really good at quickscoping. I kind of prefer the LCAR-9 or the MR6. I don't really like the RK5 that much, just not that viable to me. But you can kind of use whatever secondary is fit for you. I'm gonna unequip the MR6 really quick. So next up we have our tactical. You can use a flashbang or a concussion, it's really your decision. I just like the flashbang better. Or instead of a tactical, you could choose a lethal, doesn't really matter. For our perks, we have Sixth Sense, it's really useful for quickscoping, lets you know where people are, but Ghost isn't an awful option either. Fast hands, you need fast hands, like do not use anything else with quickscoping. Fast hands is just so useful. And then on to perk 3, I'd like to run Blast Suppressor, but a lot of them are viable. Tactical Mask is good, Awareness is good if you have a good headset. It's really up to you. Those are just my favorite ones. And of course we have Primary Gunfighter for our wild card. Now I'm just going to switch over to the the score streaks and specialists. Okay guys, now we're going to go over on what kind of specialists you're going to want to use. The good specialists are Overdrive, because you can run faster. Vision Pulse, you can see where people are and wall bang them. It's really fun. I really like Vision Pulse, it's probably my favorite. And Glitch isn't that bad either. I don't really like any of the others for quickscoping, although you can use an offensive one if that's your kind of thing. But the three I like are the Glitch, the Vision Pulse, and the Overdrive. Onto the score streaks. If we exit out of this, the score streaks I want to use, they're all out of order. I like the UAV. Always use the UAV unless you're going for really high score streaks. I like the counter UAV. And lastly, I like the Hater. These are my three favorite score streaks for quickscoping. They're more support. They don't give you any kills, but they help you get kills, which is the kind of score streaks I like. You can run an offensive one like the Wraith or something if you want to also. Now I'm just going to go on to the fundamentals of quickscoping in Black Ops 3. Okay guys, so to quickscope, before I do this guide, I'm just going to openly assume that you guys know the basics of quickscoping. Otherwise, you probably shouldn't be at this video and you want to go to like a video that introduces you to the basics first. So, about Black Ops 3. The reason it is so hard to quickscope in Black Ops 3 is that there is no longer any auto-aim on snipers. If you don't know what auto-aim is, it's basically when, this only happens on console, it's when, if your crosshair is close to a target, the console will actually correct it for you and make it right on the target, or make it go near the target. This would make it super easy to quickscope in previous Call of Duties, because you could just aim in around the person and the auto-aim would correct it for you. Now there is no auto-aim on snipers in an attempt to nerf quickscoping, so you're going to have to be more careful about your alignment with the crosshairs. So to do this, you want to make sure you're standing still when you're quickscoping. Like in any previous Call of Duty, you're going to want to stand still, even if it means taking a little bit of fire, because that way your scope won't sway around and stuff, and it just helps you get a clearer target. You want to have feet planted, and that's one of the major things. Next up is your in-game sensitivity. What kind of sensitivity do you want to use when quickscoping? Well, as in previous Call of Duty games, you're going to want to use a higher sensitivity than you would normally, because as you probably know, when you're aiming down sights, your sensitivity becomes a lot slower. So if you want to like drag scope and stuff like that, then having a higher sensitivity really helps. So I recommend anything from 6 to 9. You can mess around with that and figure out what you like best. I use usually 7 or 8 when I quickscope. And yeah, also if you're on like computer and stuff, you can increase your mouse DPI. You can increase all the like computer sensitivity things too if you want to instead of the in-game. That might have some different effects. But yeah. Well guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed them, once again, please make sure to slap that like button down below. And if you find this guide useful, make sure to share it around with your friends so they know how to quickscope in Black Ops 3. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.